I just got an email that we have gotten our OSCE marks in the email. I can't even speak. And I'm terrified because I'm already not having a great day. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's vlog where I'm going to take you on the journey of what it's like to do an OSCE exam and then get the results. Will she pass? Won't she pass? You're going to have to watch to the end to find out. Cue ominous noise. Before we get into the video, we have to stop and appreciate how angelic Daisy is, sunning herself on the end of that couch over there. She is honestly the most perfect specimen to ever grace the face of the earth. Hello everyone. It is 4 a.m. on Saturday. I finished my holidays on Monday, so I've got all of tomorrow and then I start school on Monday. I am 17 lectures behind on my content. I have a progress test that I have to do on Tuesday. And then on the 15th of July, is it July? Yes, on the 15th of July, currently the 2nd of July, I have my OSCEs and I have done zero studying for the last 3 weeks. Zero, nothing. I've done no studying whatsoever. Oh my God, you haven't even seen the state of my house right now. This is the state of the kitchen right now because I decided that I was going to organize this pantry and then I left it half done and then I left. Do you think I leave it on the ground considering it is 4 in the morning and I can't be fucked, honestly? Yep, that sounds like the only option actually. There's no...
That's a good one.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Daisy? What do you reckon, Willie? It's Monday, week 19 of 36, which means it's the first day of our rotating term 2. For the next 8 weeks, I'm on a surgery team, and that's actually all I know about this term. I have no idea what's on today. I'm just heading in now to meet up with my team so we can discuss what the fuck is happening this term. I'm not having the best morning because ever since the coronavirus started last year, I've put on so much weight. I'm just really struggling to lose it. And I just feel very frustrated because I lost some of it and then the gyms were shut again and then I've put it back on and it just feels like really impossible to get back to where I was before so I can wear all my clothes again. In some good news, I had my first long case exam at the end of last term and I got my mark back and I did really well, which is the first really good grade that I've gotten. So I was very happy with that. I've got my progress test tomorrow, so that will be an interesting and demoralizing experience. The progress test is a test that doesn't count towards our final grade, but it's set at a higher standard to where we're currently at. So we have something to aim for and we know what kind of questions can come up at the end of the year. And yeah, it's going to be a really busy few weeks. I really need to revise for my OSCEs because I did not touch that content at all on the holidays because our exam got moved from before the holidays to after the holidays. And I just found it impossible to keep up my motivation after that change. So I've got to snap back into it. I'm on my way to my uni campus right now to sit our progress test because it's not at the clinical schools like I thought it was. Yesterday was a interesting day, and by interesting I mean I still don't know what was going on really. We introduced ourselves to our general surgery team and then I also introduced myself to the orthopedics team because that's our non-compulsory team that we can also tag along with for the next few weeks. So we're just waiting to go into our exam. How's everyone feeling?
Really tired. Not ready at all.
Mood. I haven't filmed in a while. I have my OSCEs tomorrow, and with the start of our new rotation, I just didn't really feel like taking on the extra stress of making a video along with trying to understand what's happening in our new rotation and practicing for exams. But here I am, alive and well, looking forward to have this exam over with because it was put off from about a month ago. So it's been hanging over my head for a month now, and I'm really excited to just get it out of the way so I can make room in my mind for fresh information and feel like I can dedicate myself to the surgery term, because I don't feel like I've fully immersed myself in it just yet because I've got old content from ED hanging over my head still. We have 2 OSCEs tomorrow. One is going to be a history and one is going to be an exam. The exams are a little bit different to how we've learnt them. So we've learnt exams in systems like cardiac, gastro, respiratory, and we've learnt the full exam of each system. But in this OSCE, they're not going to tell us what exam to do. If any of you guys have researched multi-mini interviews, it's basically like that. So we're going to go to the university campus and there is going to be prompts on a couple of doors. We only have 2 exams tomorrow. On the door, it will say something like, Mrs. Genevieve 47 has come in because she has a productive cough. And then we have a minute outside the door to think about what to do. And then there'll be a little bell and then we will go inside. Inside there'll either be an actor or a real patient and the examiner, and then they'll watch our interaction with the fake patient or real patient. I was feeling like I had gone over most of the topics, but yesterday I was in the common room and a couple of my friends were revising vision loss, someone coming in with loss of vision, and I realized I had no idea what to ask for vision loss. So this morning I'm going to head in and prioritize learning about that. After spending some time in the library just looking over theory, I want to find my classmates and get practicing on our physical exams. These first few weeks of surgery have been really hectic, firstly because we just start really early. A few days a week I have to get up at 5 to make it here by 6:30. Secondly, we have a couple of extra tutes. We have these tutes called the short case tute, which is basically like a clinical skills class with the teacher who goes over an exam with us, but about history and exam. So we'll go up to a patient bed with our whole group, and then one person will do the history and one person will do the exam, and then we talk about it a little bit after. I have a good story about my short case class yesterday that I want to retell to amp myself up for my exam tomorrow. So it's my turn to take the history in our short case class, and we go to this patient bed and I start taking the history and I clearly have no idea what's going on. This person had pain from here to the bottom of his abdomen. So essentially every single organ he had pain in basically. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know what this presentation is. I don't know what presents as pain everywhere. He was also a patient who'd been in and out of hospital for the last few weeks. So his story was really quite long and convoluted. And I was having a really hard time managing my time during the interview. I was taking way too long. Another really important part of taking histories is being able to direct the patient back to the conversation if they're a bit rambly. And I was really butchering that part. I could not keep the history on course. So I was getting a bit flustered and it was a very complicated case, and yeah, it was just really overwhelming. But then when my teacher asked me what was going on, I said that I thought it was cholecystitis, and it turned out to be choledocholithiasis, which probably doesn't mean much to you unless you're studying medicine, but it's basically like if there was a bullseye and there was a bullseye in the middle, I probably got in the ring around the bullseye. So I didn't quite get it. That was really good enough for me to feel proud of my effort a little bit. Whenever I'm stressed and have exams, I soothe myself by either printing things off or buying textbooks. I never bought textbooks in undergrad, and you really don't need them in undergrad. But in med, because the knowledge is so vast, it's nice to have like one text that can help you synthesize everything that you're learning and put it into context in relation to each other. I went to Officeworks on Sunday and printed out about $80 worth of stuff, and it made me feel better. It really did. First thing on the menu today is going over eye-related stuff. So I'm going to go over all of the eye histories and then do the eye exam and really try to figure out all the different steps of the eye exam and what the findings will look like.
Okay, so if you just make your legs nice and floppy, try to kick this leg up as hard as you can. Kick this leg up.
Yeah, higher up. Yeah. Yeah. I want my shoes. Yeah.
This leg up. And same for this one. This leg up.
This is the first time this year, maybe, that I've actually felt nervous about doing something. Up until yesterday, I was feeling really fine, not nervous at all, but this morning I am feeling a little bit unwell. As I was eating my sandwich, I was like, oh God, I actually feel nervous about this, but it's fine. I'm just reassuring myself that everything's fine. I have practiced quite a lot. and I've been consistently practicing the whole year, so it should be fine. It's so nice to be on campus for our exam because we're never here anymore. It feels so good to be here amongst all the beautiful architecture, and it just feels like home. So I'm here with Sanji, who also has just started a YouTube channel, which I'll link in my description. And we are just waiting outside where our OSCEs are going to start. Everyone is feeling a little bit nervous, or maybe I'm just projecting. And so I thought it'd be cute for everyone to say one nice thing about themselves to gas themselves up. My nice thing about myself is that I am really good at making people feel comfortable in conversation. I think that's a real asset that I have. Over to you, Sanj.
Hey guys, my name's Sanji. I'm just keen for these to be over, and I think one nice thing about myself is that I like to tell jokes, and that always makes patients feel a little bit at ease.
All right, Audrey, you're up. So Audrey, for some reason, can't think of any nice things to say about herself. So I'll start. She is so funny. She's hilarious. She has the best bedside manner that I've seen in our group. Yeah, it's all true. So come on. All right, I'll stop embarrassing her.
Thank you.
Okay, so we just finished our OSCEs and it was honestly a bit of a shit show. We got 2 presentations and the exam presentation was just not expected at all. We got a knee exam, which we learnt last year over Zoom and have basically not done since then. So I was a bit shocked to get that one. So I think I was able to do the steps fine, but when it came to asking me what I thought was going on, I just had a complete blank. I don't know why I couldn't figure out what was going on with him. Like, I don't know, my answer was just so bad. Anyway, I won't dwell on it. But I did the exam and the person asked me what was wrong with his knee, and for some reason I thought that it wasn't going to be a tendon injury, and I didn't even think to localize the pain site. And then the second station was polyuria, so increased urination, and that was, for me, that was better than the first one. But it was still a bit shit because I walked in the room and forgot to do something really basic, which is to ask someone whether they identify as Aboriginal and or Torres Strait Islander. Forgot to do that. It seems like just from talking to everyone that everyone sort of bungled one of them or feels like less confident about one. So I'm hoping that we still all pass, and I'm sure we will. I'm in the library right now because we have a First Nations Health assignment that's due on Monday. So while we wait for everyone to finish so we can go out for lunch, we just thought it might be a good idea to get started on that assignment so it's not hanging over our heads this weekend. I'm not feeling like a complete pile of shit though. I'm feeling pretty okay. So I think that's a pretty good sign. I don't feel completely shattered or anything like that. So it will be surprising if I don't pass. I just got to the hospital. It's about 9 o'clock. Had a bit of a sleep in this morning. As I was explaining to my boyfriend last night about my OSCE, I started to feel really sick thinking about it because I just started to get fixated on things that are instant fails, which is like not doing hand hygiene and not doing consent properly. And I couldn't remember if I did those things properly. And because I've never done a real OSCE before, I had this feeling of dread of like, oh my God, did I even do those things? And I don't know what passing an OSCE feels like. So, you know, when you sit an exam and you know what it feels like to pass the exam, you know when you've passed. I just don't have a sense of that for these OSCEs, so it was making me feel a bit nervous. But I'm fine now. It was our first one, so whatever. If it's bad, then it's okay. I can improve, and I know how the system works a bit better, and I think I'll be way better prepared next time. This morning I'm going to go in and do a little bit of study. Then we have a couple of tutes today, but I might check out the theatre list for the 2 departments that we're on this week to see if I can go to any of the surgeries, because I haven't been to that many yet and I would like to see more of them. Our next lot of OSCEs is in 6 weeks. Melbourne announced another lockdown yesterday, which is honestly fine. The school hasn't told us that anything has changed, so I don't think anything has really changed for my life other than I can't do anything this weekend. But I didn't have any plans this weekend anyway, so that's fine. I feel good that the OSCEs are now behind me and that I can really focus on this term. So I should probably get out of my car and walk to uni now. I just got an email that we have gotten our OSCE marks in the email. I can't even speak. and I'm terrified because I'm already not having a great day. And if this is bad news, then I'm going to be so sad. But I'm just going to open it now. God, I feel really, really afraid. Oh my God. Please, 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 please. Pass. Okay. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I failed one. Fuck. Damn. So it's been about 48 hours since I opened my OSCE mark, and while I did wallow for that 48 hours, I'm feeling much better about it now, and especially after editing this video as well. It was just so nice to see myself having fun at the start of the rotation during my break, because we have been in and out of lockdown for 18 months now. So I was really happy to see that I could enjoy my time. And yes, I did fail my OSCE, and probably a contributing factor is my lack of motivation and the fact that I didn't study over the break. But what can you do? So I'm not taking this lightly. I accept full responsibility for the fact that I did fail an OSCE, and I am going to try to do better for my end of year exam. There is no doubt in my mind that these things are going to happen. But am I going to beat myself up over this? Do I feel less worthy of my position because I failed one OSCE? Or do I think that I'm not going to be as good a doctor because I failed this test? No, absolutely not. I'm still very, very capable. I still know that I can achieve great things. And just because I've mucked up one test, it is not indicative of me as a person, me as a student. I'm going to take this lesson and learn from it what I can and then move on. If you're in a similar position to me, I encourage you to look for the lesson and move on, and don't beat yourself up over it because life is too short. Thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, it would be awesome if you can like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully I'll see you in next week's vlog, because it is my birthday next week. I'm so excited, and I hope I'll see you there. Bye from us.